Hi, this video Journal 5 talked about um, social networking and activity that can positively or negatively affect or impact our future. And I think Facebook is probably the best example for this, and that's what everyone probably thinks of when they think of like bad or like good social networking. Facebook probably is that social network that can have a major impact on your future. Um, it's been used to like get people their get their jobs taken away, things like that, because they find things that they post, or they find things that are pictures that they're in that are inappropriate and would reflect the workplace poorly. So the company will let them go, so that because they find these things. Um, this didn't happen to me personally, but it has happened to people that I've known. That something that Ryder does with social networking is they kind of go through and scan the athletes' social networking sites, and through these social networking sites, they can find pictures of the athletes doing things they're not supposed to. The biggest one is obviously underage drinking, and these athletes have a student athlete orientation, and during this orientation, the athletic department will show these pictures of these athletes with their faces blurred out, and they'll get in trouble for their underage drinking. And otherwise, their coaches and the administration may not have seen it, but once these pictures get out, there's no way to really stop them from becoming viral. And that's something that I feel like a lot of people just don't think about social networking. Is once you put something, any social network or anything on the internet, is once you put something on the internet, it never goes away. And I think that people forget about that sometimes, because the delete button is so instant for us that we forget, oh well, I'll just hit the delete button, it'll go away, and like no one will be able to see it, but it's just saved in the internet somewhere, and someone someday might be able to find it. Um, something something else that people kind of like with social networking is that um, employers are and graduate schools are beginning to look at Facebook for inappropriate material that could give them a reason not to hire someone because of someone over someone else. So your Facebook profile or Twitter account or any of those social networking sites could essentially be the reason why you don't get hired. If you post something that's inappropriate or something that could make their company look in any way, shape, or form poorly, or their school, they could not accept you or not hire you. And even with all these privacy settings that people try to put on, there's always some way around it. These people can find ways around it, and how these people can get to your actual pictures and all your information. Something happened. I think it was actually in New Jersey, where a boy tweeted something that was inappropriate, and he was on a full scholarship to I think the University of Michigan for football, and the school saw this tweet and took his scholarship away. So one thing that he put on a social networking site that everyone else could see got him his full scholarship for football taken away. So that's something to like consider, that you don't even think that your one thing that you put on the internet that you didn't even think that was that bad or like that controversial, or maybe it's something that you've said before and no one really caught on to it, but you said one thing and that's the reason that you got your scholarship taken away. It's just a strange thing. But I feel that social networking, as much as it is bad for those types of things, social networking can really like help you connect with people, whether it be in the business world, even at school. Like I know that like we're running a fundraiser for the volleyball team, and I got in contact with a girl who is in a sorority who I never would have known her unless it would have been through Facebook, and she contacted me through Facebook because I created this event on Facebook. So I think it really helps you connect with other people, and even like for older people's sake, the way that like my dad can go and like talk to his friends from high school. I think it does have beneficial portions to it, but people I think abuse the right and just post whatever they want, and that's when it gets people in trouble.